An angling adventure in the last frontier is, to put it plain and simply, an unforgettable experience. With some of the most untouched wildlife and best managed fisheries in the world, it's no wonder why so many people go fishing in Alaska each year. Without a doubt, the biggest bonus is the amount of fishing opportunities available throughout the state. However, no matter where you want to explore, you'll need to get yourself an Alaska fishing license first. In this video, we're going to address some of your most common questions about getting a fishing license in the state of Alaska. You may be wondering which type of license you should get, or if you even need one at all. After watching today's video, you'll have all the answers, so you'll be able to spend less time wondering about the ins and outs of fishing here and more time actually fishing. For more angling videos like this one, be sure to like and subscribe below. So, who needs a fishing license in Alaska? All residents over the age of 18, along with non-residents over the age of 16, need to obtain a license to fish in fresh and saltwater. This is the same whether you're fishing alone or on a charter. However, there are a few exceptions that allow some anglers to fish without a license. This includes senior Alaska residents age 60 and older who hold a senior permit identification card, as well as disabled Alaska veterans with a veteran's license. Residents under the age of 18, as well as non-residents under the age of 16, don't need a license to fish here. These groups are also exempt from purchasing a king salmon stamp, but will still need to obtain a harvest record card. The stamp is not required if you're the holder of an Alaska sport fishing license for the blind and/or low income. Now that you know whether you'll be needing an Alaska fishing license or not, it's time to find out which specific one you need. Different types of Alaska fishing licenses are available for residents, non-residents, those in active duty in the military, and disabled anglers. Fees vary depending on the type and length of the license, as well as your age. You can prove your residency through any state-issued ID card or legal document confirming your status. There are a variety of reasons why you may be considered a resident of Alaska, but the main one is that you've had a registered address in the state for 12 months or more. Among others, military personnel who have been stationed in Alaska for the past 12 months are also considered residents. If you're a resident of Alaska, the only fishing license you can purchase is an annual sport fishing license. You'll also have the option of purchasing combined hunting and fishing licenses. If you're a non-resident, there's a good variety of fishing permits for you to choose from. You can cast your line for just a couple of days or opt for an annual license. Just keep in mind that you won't be eligible for certain license types, such as the ones for low-income and blind residents. Some rainbow trout and king salmon fisheries have annual harvest limits that need to be recorded. Along with your fishing license, you may need to obtain a sport fishing harvest record card, which is available online at Fish and Game offices and at licensed vendors. The harvest record card is free of charge for resident anglers under 18 and non-resident anglers under 16, along with senior residents and disabled veterans with Alaska Department of Fish and Game permanent identification cards. If you're planning on fishing for Chinook salmon in Alaska, keep in mind that you'll need to purchase a current annual king salmon stamp ahead of time. This applies to both residents and non-residents. Finally, if you're a resident of Canada's Yukon Territory, you can purchase non-resident licenses and salmon stamps at the same cost as residents. Prices for different license types vary. An annual resident license is available for about $20, while non-residents will have to pay around $100. Fees for short-term licenses available to non-residents range from about $15 for a single day of fishing to just under $50 for a weekly permit. The Department of Fish and Game uses these funds to support management and research of Alaska's fish and wildlife resources, so you can continue to fish here productively for many more years to come. For a detailed price breakdown of the different licenses available in Alaska, as well as how much they cost right now, check out our blog article linked in the description box below. When the time comes to get your own license, the state of Alaska has plenty of options. The best part about getting your Alaska fishing license is that in most cases, it's already included in the price of your fishing charter. That is, of course, if you decide to book a trip with a licensed captain, guide, or outfitter. In any case, be sure to check with your captain before heading out. If you're fishing without a guide, you can easily get your license and stamps online or in person at Fish and Game offices and at most sporting goods stores. Harvest record cards are also available online. You can get a carbon copy of your license at select vendors and Alaska Department of Fish and Game offices. Alternatively, you can purchase your license in PDF format online and download and sign it through your phone or print and sign a paper copy. Finally, if you have an ADF&G account, you can get an e-signed form on the online store. So, now that you know that, Alaskans over the age of 18 and visitors over the age of 16, with a few exceptions, are required to carry a fishing license in Alaska. In most cases, your fishing license and permits are already included in the price of your charter if you're fishing with a licensed guide. Out-of-state anglers have a wider selection of licenses when it comes to the length of their validity, and you can buy a license online or in person. You're about ready to go. So, as you can see, getting an Alaska fishing license isn't all that hard. If you're looking for more detailed information on all the available types of licenses and permits, hit the link in the description box below to check out our full blog post. And of course, when you're finally ready to experience the Alaska fishing scene for yourself, be sure to visit FishingBooker.com, take a look at some of the charters in the area, and start planning your next adventure.